Okay, and we are recording, so what's happening, ladies and gentlemen of League Zero? Earlier today, whenever this goes live, you will have seen the Roundtable for the Novice, and today, as you can tell, we have the Advance. This is probably going to be a much livelier group.
Already interesting.
It's gonna be not quite interesting.
Yeah, so we have one representative from each team, as same as the Novice one. Advanced is a lot more memey, so this is going to be a lot weirder. So, I guess I'll start off with asking you guys how your season's going thus far, just in general.
Kind of dog shit.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Anyone have
Who
a
wants to go first? Who wants to go first?
Number
one seed gets to go first.
Let's go by name. So let's say Genie goes first.
Want me to go first? So overall, I felt like this season, compared to what we were projected to do, is not as well as I wanted. But I'm definitely not mad about what the changes we made with our roster. I think going into the going into more weeks, we're gonna do a lot better, considering we got a new off tank. Well, I don't know. We want to talk about the new off tank? Like, what's happening with that? The fucking suspension thing.
Suspended.
Is it suspension or is like I heard Matt was talking about it, but we'll talk about it later. But and then we got Korean wannabe previously on NYL, and then Che got moved to social media manager. So there's a lot of things that we've changed with our team, and I really think this is going to help us in the next week against Newton. It's going to be 4-0. Just don't show up. Just don't show up. It'll be fine. Just save your time. Just save yourself the time, and then. So yeah, that's. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good.
Not going best.
Wannabe is scary.
Imagine capping that hard. Imagine capping that.
Wannabe is. I want to say he's going to be the best at scanning League Zero.
I'm better.
We've got Sloth.
Quite debatable. Sloth. He did good yesterday. I'll give him that.
Sloth is a Genji one trick and a Zarya one trick and go.
Ooh, it's zero, boys. It's zero.
Yeah, but Sloth is good at
Zarya. You in the
Zarya.
back line. Don't you fucking talk about him like that.
I mean, Hawk, do you have anything to say about how Crest season's been going? I know the team in general has been pretty quiet, as expected of Ozzy's team.
I mean, we've been doing really good, number one seed so far, but the players have just not been taking the season very seriously. So coaches had a chat. You know, we talked. We did a scrim against Yito and his boys.
Right,
you know,
that was earlier today.
Try to show them like what top OD is like. You know, and I feel like the players are gonna start taking it like a lot more serious. We also like cut down on a lot of fat, so we're trying to focus on our core roster.
That's kind of toxic, bro.
That's a bit toxic.
I mean, am I wrong?
You call
you
me.
can call it.
Gotta
cut your
Oh, he's straight with it. He's straight with it. I appreciate that.
It was who'd you drop again? It was Oof and Jeff.
Yeah.
And Jeff.
Yeah.
Who even was Jeff?
Yeah,
I
dude,
have no
I saw him get announced, and I was like, they picked someone up.
Dude, Jeff was in Beef Tipsy's fucking rank game today. I was watching the stream.
I was watching his stream too, and it was funny.
Alright, dude, come on. It's about Crest, not about fucking beef.
I agree. Let's go. I want to hear what Chris has to say.
Alright, but right now, I feel like you're gonna see a brand new Crest where it's not just overrated 3-1s. It's gonna be like serious 4-0s. We just do clean engagements and just wipe.
They're going for that big finale.
Because right now we're not just looking at winning League Zero, but also going into OD and like trying to get at least like top 16.
Go again?
Don't you play us next week?
Yep.
Yeah.
Get ready to get 4-0'd.
Yeah, sure, dude.
A good lane time clap.
How did our first game go, by the way? I just want to know, how did our first game go?
A Gweed main tank, no eco, boys.
Anyway.
I love a Gweed.
Hedwig, how's Hung Xiao doing nowadays?
It's different. It's
Different?
definitely different from when we started, I'll say that much.
Yeah.
That's him.
You're still sure about that 4-0? You're still sure about that 4-0?
I have a question.
You have a
I have a
question?
question to Hangzhou. So
Okay.
how did you guys go from like such an upward spiral, like beating the Giga Chaz themselves, Easy Clap, to getting forward by the chat by the
We had 2 subs that map.
sounds like
Yeah, excuses.
I don't know.
Have Eco or YOLO.
That sound like excuses in my opinion.
How is mad? Question mark.
Get ready to get 4-0 next week. Whenever we
Next
play you
week,
guys again.
next week, bro.
Week 10.
Bro,
Not even
imagine
worth my time.
tapping
Sometimes hoes just be mad.
bro. Imagine having a great as your main tank, Cap.
Cap.
Hey, he was almost in this chat before Head
I know,
Okay,
we
Agreed was
didn't-
on the actual countdown, and we saw how pathetic that was. We're not having that again.
We need to get
People
into
were
the juice.
so mad.
We need to get into the juice. What's actually happening around Bart? What's happening?
It's honestly not too bad. We picked up mental health. We've gotten some new. Got a coach.
You got a coach? Damn.
Wait, did you announce it, or am I just missing things?
I think we announced it. I'm pretty sure we announced it when we dropped like Jepic and no, we didn't drop Jepic. The Kanjay and Sherlock.
I was gonna say, you just picked up
No,
Jepic.
no, you didn't announce it, dude. You didn't announce it on Team Chat.
We definitely did.
maybe I'm blind.
Hurt.
I mean, I feel like we didn't hear it because Genie was probably making an announcement, and we always hear that.
Yes, all my announcers, they have to be known
Dude,
to
they're
everyone.
great. They're great, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right. Listen. You can diss on his announcements, but his graphics are pretty sick. Okay.
Yes, your graphics.
His graphics are. That's the best part of his team.
Dude,
Just his
that's all a
graphics.
Jepic, dude. That's all a Jepic, dude.
But yeah,
Dude, Jepic is carrying your team.
He is carrying. I can't put
Yeah.
it. Gotta put a bit on myself.
Jepic's now gonna carry our team, boys.
Not debatable.
Wow.
Can't wait for the 4-0.
Totally not bench for YOLO. Sorry.
Anyways, got anything else
yeah.
for Bark?
New coach. No trials. Totally no trials. We're not doing anything new. And yeah.
I'm about it.
Alright, Juice, how's Z9 going from?
All right, here we go. Trash. There we go. I hope you guys heard that.
Yeah, you try to crack open a beer, you gotta, you want the bong, I gotta pass
Oh,
you
it
it.
tastes like shit. All right,
You need
anyway.
a lighter?
Okay. Unlike our actual season, also unlike my team, I don't actually like talking shit. I think it's pathetic, and it's a weak way to just saying that you're better than anyone else. Then again, we're playing fucking video games. I think that this season can definitely be improved on how we approach other teams and the way that we treat other teams, because right now it's dog shit and I fucking hate it. I feel like what we need to do, I mean, we clap every team except for Easy Clap, but we want to prove ourselves against that team a little differently, because I feel like we weren't prepared, or we were not playing correctly, and we used excuses to then say like, oh yeah, if we were on other side. No, I just want to say, all right, if we kick their asses legitimately, then they will respect us. But I feel like right now they're not going to respect us until we actually beat them, and instead of using excuses. There are definitely things like, look, we were 4-1, and like I feel like every team has gotten shit thrown at them, and like they've had problems. But I feel like the way that we've adjusted to those problems really helped our way to get to 4-1, and like because we've had reality, we've had like shit, Plasma being alive, and when it comes to out of that.
Wait, hold on.
Plasma's doing great.
Isn't he still your manager? Yeah, I was about to say, dude.
Yeah, he's still your
Wait,
guy.
hold on a second.
Yeah, no. Plasma's a great guy. I'm just saying.
You were saying the negative things. What else was on the list?
There's not that many negative. I mean, I get drunk sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's the only negative.
Oh my god, dude.
I play football. That's the negative. So going back to what I was saying is, I feel confident in my team winning this league and just doing well and getting into the playoffs. And I don't even care who we play in the finals or in the first round of the playoffs. We want to prove ourselves and just destroy them.
Actually, if you keep playing the way you are going to get a buy-in past the first round of playoffs. It's up
Yeah,
to teams.
and this is me hammered, and I'm saying this shit.
Okay.
Oh, it tastes like shit.
Anyways, flip side, you got anything for the inside juice of Easy Clap?
Okay. After the announcement of our big brain organizational change by yoinking a novice team, just like
Yeah,
With
wonder
the
where you got
Pega
that
Dude,
from.
that might be the dumbest
Yeah,
shit
wonder-
ever.
wonder
I'm
where you
actually
got
gonna
that
say
idea,
that.
dude.
Hey, at
I'm
least we
sorry.
actually have a good logo. At least we actually have a good logo.
Yeah, sure,
Oh, wait, no,
Capco.
that's actually such a massive cap.
That's
That's
debatable.
such a massive
Everybody
Honestly, would
hates
like
your
to know
logo.
your
What do you
location.
mean,
I'm
dude?
just
Literally
saying.
everybody hates your logo.
You might.
You have a parrot with autism. I don't think that can compare to it.
You got fucking 2 hands clapping.
You have
Yeah,
a clapping.
Cause it's
Clapping,
double
dude.
clap.
Such a great.
Double.
Dude, you might have like the second worst
I
logo in
don't.
the league. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Your brains are too small. It doesn't matter. Your brains are
Everybody around you saying like your logo is shit, and you still can't agree.
I continue and
Nobody
continue and
understands
continue on the
okay,
G.
okay, bro.
We should spend this time ranting about Easy Clap's logo for the
Newt,
next like 20
Newt, he
minutes.
doesn't.
Yeah, dude.
Ads. They're NA. They don't understand. They don't understand.
Exactly.
It.
We haven't got
They
big
don't
enough
understand.
brains. We don't
They're
appreciate
too
art.
small. Anyway, back to the juice for
We're
Easy
all
Cup.
Montreal.
I don't know what they're doing in the EU education system, but they're obviously doing
Actually,
something wrong.
Okay. Your brains don't understand when someone's joking or
Oh,
not. It's
what?
okay. It's okay.
Ooh,
Oh, he got tilted. He got tilted. He
okay.
couldn't take the sauce.
It's okay.
there.
Anyway, back to the juice. Easy Clap season. Oh, it started off good, and then we had a schism of autism, as I like to call it.
Schism.
We out aggress Jason, boys.
Actually, no. Rectophobia just hard carried. It doesn't matter.
Schism of autism. I
Anyway,
couldn't.
back to
couldn't
the
put it
schism of autism. And then we decided to boom our roster and play people who have known each other for like 2 days against the Newts, and we got rolled. You know what? It's fine. At least we're undefeated in control maps. So you know,
Oh, you are?
Koth gods, Koth legends,
Undefeated in control match, right? Move off.
Koth legends. Anyway.
Suck.
We
What
have
else?
never won a Koth map,
Alright.
boys.
Oh, bro. Anyway. So I think that you know, if we stop being Pepega, stop switching out rosters every time we lose to dog shit teams, we'll win.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, bro. Jason's gonna boom everyone just like he did the
Not debatable.
first.
Quite debatable.
Joke.
Dude, if I was sober, I could boom Jason.
Dude, agreed, boomed Jason. That's saying something.
Dude, I remember the copy pastas, dude. Those are the good days.
Yeah, actually, no. I don't think that's fair. Agreed or not agreed. Jason never talked any shit, but then he got like the most shit from it, which was kind of Pepega. In my opinion, we all should respect.
That's
talk
true.
respect.
He really shouldn't have deserved all that shit. He's actually a good player.
He's a good person when he's not on
Then-
his bullshit.
All I hear from Juice is just Fiesta. Oh, in the middle of
Yeah.
a scrim, we once had, it was Chuggy, I think, who had an actual Fiesta playing in the background.
My friend's right next to me.
We just had Mexican music playing.
Yeah.
Dan, say something.
Dude, I should have grabbed that beer from Scribs.
Okay.
Bro.
An actual idiot.
Two heads.
That's her friend, eh?
Dan the man.
Acre, is it
Random,
Pepega enough yet?
We're getting there.
Dude,
Alright,
this is
wait,
already,
new
this
talk yet,
is
new
already
talk.
better. This is already better. Anyway.
Juice,
I
give me the
think
juice.
Jason-
Give me the juice.
I'm not even done. You actually. Okay, whatever.
Dude,
No.
no.
You don't
Just
deserve it.
finish.
Just go Jason.
You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it.
Anyways,
No,
Wait, hold on a
no,
second.
no,
Hold on a
finish
second.
that,
Oh, wait,
finish.
no. What's the Z clap juice? Then what am I missing on?
No. Fuck you.
Okay.
Actual troglodyte.
Yeah, he's trying to hide stuff, eh?
Bro, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Alright,
Hey,
no.
Let's
Yeah,
At
good.
least I can aim on.
let's move on to Newt. What's happening with them?
So basically, we started off like really slow because we like never scrimmed, and then we got like new management and shit, and we actually started doing stuff.
You mean you?
Yeah, it's all me. Anyway, we've not had a single good scrim this week, so I'm not really too confident going up against our Chads, but we'll see how it goes.
Excuses, eh? We're putting up excuses now?
Yeah,
It's okay.
excuses.
Hey.
Am I already putting up excuses?
Hey, tip, never scrim Z9. They're bad.
Alright, I can't drink this. This tastes like
Never
shit.
scrim Chads, they're bad.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Can we
hold on.
move juice?
I wasn't counting yesterday, but I'm pretty sure the yesterday scoreline was 3-2.
Scrim bugs. Okay, there's no time like you actually beat us when we had our B roster in.
Facts. Bro, what's his name?
Anyway,
Toraz
continue with the excuses.
Okay, So I think we made like some really good pickups with Dart and Tiny Moo, and I feel like
Sloth.
Wait, I'm getting on to that. And I feel like Sloth, Armor, and Gambit are gonna be good pickups, just trying to like kind of control Sloth's personality. Because right now,
Don't give a
like,
12-year-old beer, Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god.
Chill out, man.
I'm sorry, I'm done.
So wasted. Bro, why couldn't we get plasma?
He wanted to give
please
Juice a
bring
chance.
back plasma. Yeah, so basically, like Sloth wants to run Doom Goats and nothing else.
Dude, he swapped Doom so much yesterday. It's actually nuts how much he swapped Doom yesterday.
That's hilarious.
You understand? We were swimming against
Bro,
Chaz, need to go Doom Goats, just not switch.
Just go EU goats. I don't know what you're doing.
Hey, we were doing that. That's how we boomed Bark.
Sure, boy.
100-0 when we're playing Bull Hog.
Hedwig, but you can no longer talk shit to any team. You got forward by the Newts, dude. That's actually kind of.
I can talk as much trash as I want to, y'all. We still beat you and Chaz.
No,
Okay, listen,
To be fair.
To be
I don't
fair,
know.
Bark
I
had
don't know.
2 subs in Newt's game, neither of
see-
which we played
okay, no,
like
no, no,
at all
but-
with.
Excuses.
I don't know.
Excuses.
That's
bro.
not
We take
excuse.
those. We just take those.
No,
We just
wait,
take those.
okay.
We take those. We take those.
Okay, so
Come back.
first map.
Stay
No,
there,
wait. First map in Lijiang, we beat you guys with what was it? Bo, Diva, Hog, Brig, Anna, Lucio. You didn't get a single kill during that round. It was
I don't
100
like-
no.
I'm pretty sure we did.
I think you got 2 actually. My bad. I just
Good
checked from
job.
the
You
Yeah,
beat
stop.
us with 2 subs we don't play with. You're so special. Get ready to
I
get
know, I know.
baby boots.
Imagine taking.
Anyways,
What are you laughing
Imagine losing to us, flip side.
Wait, I have a good question to every manager.
Actually, I never lost
Yeah,
to you. 'cause
go
I
ahead,
never
Jerry.
played
Who,
them.
in your opinion, who do you think is your most important player in terms of like who really changes, I guess, the locker room and who really changes the mentality of your team?
I'm really good at the game. I can't lie to you, Chief.
Probably Neglect. Neglect.
We should probably go in order. So.
Are we going order? Going order? Me?
Zero.
Oh,
Change the locker room or like what are we talking about?
what I'm
here?
saying is like
Exactly.
who's the glue of your team?
Who's the glue?
Yes.
Glue. The glue. That's a good question.
See, I'm not
Don't
drunk
know.
yet.
The glue. I don't know. That's a good
Can
question.
you just answer the fucking question?
No, I honestly don't know. I don't know. Maybe
Who's
it's
like-
north.
Who's
Here,
like the
I'll-
big shot caller?
Maybe it's north. Maybe it's north.
No, it's not sure. Here, I'll
know.
phrase it different. I'll phrase it differently.
Yeah, that's hard.
What I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say is like, who is a player on your team who really like, if they're down in the dumps, they bring you guys up and like you're down by like let's say 0-2.
Oh,
and
like
then you- and
mental
you-
carry? Like
Yes.
mental carry?
Yes.
Or-
Yes.
That's different though. That's a completely
That's
different
a
thing.
different question from what you asked
Yeah,
originally.
I like to think that's Ducky or Matt's, but yeah, I like to think that's either Ducky or Matt because they just have a really good mentality. I mean, I know Matt got rolled last season 3-2, or yeah, 2-3, but his mentality has really gone up since then, and he has a really good mentality. So does Ducky. They're really like people that look upwards, look for excellence, and yeah, so I feel like it'd probably be either Ducky or Matt.
All right.
It's gonna be.
Hawk,
It's gonna
who's-
be a tough question. We've had like revolving rosters because like school's ending and schedules are kind of fucked, so we have like players coming in and out. I say it's gotta be for like mental carry to like everybody's down and somebody has to pick it up. Like it's in between Chance and J Venom. Like those, I think those are the two players. Are like
Who's trans? Oh, you said Chan.
Chance, yes.
They said trans, and I'm
I
like,
thought you said trans too.
Wait a second. Let's not get into that topic. Continue.
I feel like most of the times like they're the ones that are like you gotta focus up, you gotta like get on your game, like follow through, like listen to what coaches told you, like get back on your fundamentals. So I feel like it's gotta be one of them.
All right. Hedwig, who's Hung Jiao's glue?
If you're talking about the person who keeps us the
Agreed.
most okay, agreed is the person that can bring us as far down as possible or as high up as possible. Literally, depending on how Agreed is feeling that day or how he's feeling in general, depends on how we do. But like, if you're talking just who's the most positive on the team, I'd probably say Kurt. He's always cheery. He's always trying to make us laugh when we're angry or tilted. And then if you're talking about the person who's trying to like keep us the most focused and listening, it's probably me or Acid.
All right. Juice, who's the? I think I know the answer to this, but who's like the person who keeps Z9 together the most in game?
Swaggy.
I figured.
I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be.
One word. That's it.
I like it.
Give me a second. Let me beat this kid.
Anyways, moving on. Easy clap. Who's like the glue?
Shit, bro.
Good. I scared him off with my knife. It's a fake knife. It's a fake.
America, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeehaw, brother. K-Con.
Yeah, dude, K-Con.
Alright. Anyway. Who's easy clap scoop? If I was talking about the most consistent, I'd probably have to say Kaki and Flair. Because they're just always there, they always perform. Well, Kaki's not always there. He's not there Tuesdays and Thursdays. But he's he's probably...
Yo, the leak.
He's like a foot therapist, bro. He only comes on certain days.
Wait, you said foot therapist? Can you say that one more time?
Yeah. Anyway,
Can you elaborate? Can you elaborate on foot therapist?
Bro, like, your feet hurt, so you order a foot masseur, and they come and they give therapy to your foot.
That's just someone who massages your foot.
Yeah, that's what it said.
That's not therapy for your foot. That's just someone who massages your foot.
Yeah, get on with it.
Anyway. But it'd probably have to be Ben, because he just says like the most Papega, Ben and Spectre, because they both say the most Papega stuff. Like it cheers the team up. I mean, it doesn't help the team, but it cheers them up.
Good enough. And as for Newt, you said neglect earlier?
Yeah, probably neglect, because like he's just so loud.
You can't hear anything else.
Yeah, occasionally bad, but like mostly neglect.
Alright, and I got like two more big questions for you all. The first one would be, if you could go back to the draft and redo anything in particular, you don't have to name any names or anything like that, but if you could redo anything, would you, and what would it be?
Draft Buffalo.
Get the fuck out of here. No, he's mine. Get the fuck out of here.
He got drafted so late.
Yeah, he did.
That's because he was a sleeper pick.
Can we do this in order again? Can we do this in order
yeah,
again?
Genie,
So we
go
don't have
ahead.
other
Honestly, if I was to go back in the drafts, I'd probably replace myself. I don't think I've...
Thank God.
As I wanted to. Dude, shut the fuck up, kid.
Whoa.
Dude, if only you could play this season when you have to go to, what, Europea? Europea. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, bro, I'm gonna retract that statement. We're gonna do that again. So, yeah, so I'd probably replace myself.
Nah, you don't get a redo, bro. You don't get a redo.
Can we cut that out? Can we cut that out?
Actually, cut the ball.
Okay, anyway.
Yo, flip side on that one. Flip side.
Probably replace myself for the most part because I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty dog shit. So that's probably my
Hey, shit, bro, you just speak your facts.
probably my thing to do.
Hawk, would Crest redo anything if you had the chance?
I feel like picking up some of our players that didn't have the best schedules. Like, I feel like we could use those picks to like either get like trade picks or just like consistent subs. So I feel like a lot of our players that we picked up ended up having like really fucked schedules.
Okay. Hedwig, I'm sure you have a whole essay on this, but yeah.
We'll not go into specifics, but actually this goes to prior to the draft. Done more scouting to really find players that we could have picked, and also have an actual list besides like 8 people that we wanted, and then if any of those picked up, improvise. I don't know, because that's what Klivix told me to do.
Unfortunately,
Wait, what was Hedwig's answer? What was Hedwig's answer? I was there.
Meta pick. So when Meta got picked up, that was fun.
Wait, it wasn't Clovix?
Hey,
I wasn't.
hey, remember when Clovic said he would pick Baz out of spite?
Oh my
I
god.
remember that, dude.
We're not gonna-
Saito's spot.
Shout out to Saito, dude. Shout out to Saito.
You have to
Saito,
go
real
Saito's
dude.
spot.
Literally.
Shout out to Saito. That was
Shout out to Saito. Shout out to Saito.
Saito, a real
Honestly.
G gangster, bro.
Honorable mention goes to Saito.
honorable mention to like a best person. But
Except for
yeah,
last
so just doing more scouting to really find players
Because we had the 8 people that we wanted, and then if any of those got picked up, I was told to improvise by Clovex.
Just go with it.
And then we got some interesting choices, and 3 of them became inactive, and we only got a player for 1 of them.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks, Zachary.
I had nothing to do with that. That was mostly, I think, dividing Zach and Shund.
Oh,
Shout out.
and I.
Well,
Let's just start making.
I don't do everything. I just talk the most.
No, you do everything. Everyone needs to know.
you do the most that we notice.
Exactly, because I do production.
Yeah, and
I
production's
just
everything.
randomly message you about pickups and you.
That's slowly changing. Boulders is taking care of that now. Anyways, Juice, would you have redone anything if you had the chance?
Yes, there's 2 things. Besides the joke with Buffalo, I think honestly egg roll's fun, but there's 2 things. One, I wish I kind of picked up myself because I feel like, I mean, I feel like I could probably be a good solid backup in the league.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the second one.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for the
Second.
second one. Dude.
Yeah, I'm recording. Hold on. Let me start recording. Okay, we're good.
Go. It starts with the
Go,
R.
go, go,
Starts
go.
with the R. Say the name, dude. Say the name, dude.
Okay. I will address this very quick. I actually
Reality
don't
Monkey W.
regret. I don't regret drafting reality. And
Wait,
here's
no,
why.
we weren't talking about reality. What are you talking about?
Wait,
Oh,
what?
I was. What do you mean?
I was.
Yeah.
What's the other O word?
What the fuck?
What other?
Oh wait. Oh no. Okay. Never mind.
Fucking retard.
Never mind. Continue.
Talking about use for someone?
Genie is a
Anyway,
retard.
with the reality situation, it basically comes down to. I'll try and explain this really quickly, but like, again, he's good, but the problem is his ego was too big. And look, I'm sorry, but if you're too big, if you're arrogant to say that I need to play on a 4.5K team and you're 4.4 and you're saying that like your teammates, I don't need my teammates, it's all me, then you're a fucking asshole. It's goats. You're not carrying every fight. It's your
Not
friends.
wrong.
It's your friends. It's your friend. Like, look, the key to listen. The key to being a good player is just knowing that your teammates are there to help you. Your teammates are there to work as a team and to accomplish a goal together. Not by you, not by fucking like Yusuf has a persona, reality has an ego. The reason why we kept Yusuf is that he understands that without his team, he would suck dick. But reality doesn't realize is that like because I feel like he was mostly Widow, I believe in 222, right? I'm not too sure about that one, but because that character's like, let's be honest, if you have good aim on that character, you can carry fights. And with that, and also Tracer, he actually was more Tracer, but like she can still also carry fights. But it comes down to like he had that mindset where it's like if I carry all these fights, then I'm the team. Me. He's being a me guy. You don't need. Why the fuck are you saying it's all you? As in one of the oldest shit in the book. It's like. You can't spell team with I. There's no I in team. It comes down to knowing who you have to work with, working well with them, and accomplishing what you have to do on that stage or on that level, so then you can get to the end goal.
So maybe not so much.
Juice.
I'm real with it.
Can we rename Juice to Aristotle? What the fuck?
He's pretty straight philosophy.
So to summarize what you said, basically, he doesn't regret drafting reality, but possibly he wishes that he could have shut down the ego a bit more.
If there was one thing I could change with that kid, it's just get rid of the ego. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. I think no one's surprised by that. Flip side.
Shit, bro, you already know. So I probably would have tried not to become like fucking social media manager for the news, dude. Okay, as fun as it was, fucking only posting prequel memes and like angering so many people, dude. It was so satisfying. It was so satisfying to have like a prequel meme for everything. Anyway, I probably would have I probably would have tried to be a player. Or a sub at least, you know, with my Pepega scheduling, but I don't know, shit happens, bro.
It'd be like that sometimes.
So yeah, it do be like that sometimes,
Really
you know.
really
I'm like Genie, except I'm actually good at
Oh, okay.
Oh, that kind of hurt actually. That hurt me in the feelers.
I'm sorry. I love
The
you.
jellies, I like to say.
Anyways,
Let's not say
ads. What would you redo if you could redo anything?
Probably repick like every single one of our DPS
Oh.
from draft apart from Bun.
Bun's
like-
a G.
Okay, straight with it. Straight with it.
Almost
Bun
every
is an
single one of them
actual
were like
gamer.
inactive. Yeah, pretty much everyone.
Oh my
apart from
god,
Bun, like,
dude, that
was
tilted
I
me so much. That tilted.
Wait.
That
yeah.
tilted me so
Which
much.
game?
Huh?
Like Widow is blue and Penguin.
Yeah,
Widow
Widow
is
Blue
blue,
wasn't bad.
Penguin,
I don't know who,
Coffee.
I don't know
Doesn't
who
matter.
Penguin is, but
Yeah, but he
Widow
didn't
Blue
show up
was
though.
bad. Oh, was
Widow
he
is
not?
blue. Literally couldn't play.
Wait,
Sorry.
who drafted Emo Copy?
C9,
No,
yeah.
Nimkov left on his own, I'm pretty sure.
He left.
Yeah, he left on
I
his
knew
own.
exactly
Once I
what
got him in my ranked games, dude.
I ran into him and he was so bad.
Dude, he actually threw. He was on Hog.
Oh,
No, that's all he does.
He was
No,
in
no,
my ranked
he
game on
he
Hog
either
too,
plays DPS and throws, or and he gets tilted and goes hog. That's all he does.
and his Hog is trash, and
He used to play in Jane Punks, and everybody would flame him. Like nobody liked him, even in Jane Punks.
Actually, oh bro, he's admitting
Anyways,
about the
moving
dream
on
bug.
from
He's admitting
the,
dream bug.
Moving on from the number one draft pick, Cap. The last thing I got for you guys tonight is sort of a obligatory question about the league in general, more for staff than anyone watching. But if you could improve one thing about the league itself, what would you suggest? Now's your chance to catch the staff's ear directly.
Well, considering the issue I had today with one of my off-tank players, I kind of wanted a little bit of a notice that there was an issue with one of my players. I was kind of actually furious about that. Me, Matt, and Ducky were kind of mad about that we didn't get a notice at all about our player being banned or suspended or whatever. We just no one got a message, no one got anything.
Yeah,
So
to be
that was
honest.
kind of annoying, to say the least.
To be honest, I woke up to that and I was like, oh crap, that probably wasn't handled the best. But it was done late at night / early in the morning, so... I think they were...
I'm still
quick to
confused
rush
about that situation. I'm gonna ask Gene
Yeah,
like a
so am I, dude.
in a
Yeah,
single call.
He can explain
like ask
it.
you
We're working it out right now.
Are we? I don't even know if we're gonna.
The staff are
next
talking
person,
about
next
it at least. They should be talking to you.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
feel like, first you guys like have to have a division for like diamonds, and I guess like I don't know, because right now this division just feels like high masters and then like GMs from there on, or in top 500s. So
Yeah.
like there's got to be something for like diamonds to low masters.
Hey,
'Cause e-
Bark
even
is
if
always
you're low-
available.
Yeah, Mark's open. They just ask Mark. They'll give you anything.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, but I
Well-
feel like, but I feel like even for low masters, like they're still stuck in a limbo. Like they can't
Yeah.
really do anything. And I feel like
Realistically-
another thing.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
you go ahead.
No, I can answer
Alright.
your stuff after you're done.
I feel like another thing also is like streams are like really scuffed because nobody has them prepped beforehand. So I feel like maybe just like prepping your streams beforehand, like getting your layout set up and actually getting like your stuff set up instead
That's me. I do that.
instead of like tweaking, instead of like literally fixing stuff, like fixing the
mid-game,
the game mode. Like I don't know, for our stream we had like it was a Minecraft stream, and it didn't get changed. It didn't get
Change the
changed to
title.
like 2 maps in, so it's just kind of stuff scuffed as fuck.
But okay,
Like,
that's
actually
not
have
that
your
stuff. That
layouts.
is not that stuff. But
It is scuffed as fuck because it's not even in the fucking Overwatch channel. It's in Minecraft category.
Actually, no. I think my quality is fine. I think my problem is that my overlay is
You don't know how
dog
to
shit.
cast?
Yeah,
No.
I feel like just get your overlays in and get like everything else set up like
Yeah.
beforehand. Because if not, then you're just gonna have a bad stream and nobody's gonna watch it.
For the overlays, we have someone, Pendy, actually, who set up like a giant
Dude,
thing that he's going to...
Pendy is so good at streaming, dude. Shout out to Pendy, dude. You're my favorite streamer, dude. You're really
He's
good.
helping us out a lot with that.
I just do it. I just stream it just to fill. Like if we
I
need
just
it.
do this.
Yeah.
Man.
Pendy's 100% my favorite, dude.
Flip side, shut up.
As for the other division thing, I
Don't
think
flip that, shut up.
I think next season we're probably going to have like an intermediate division for like
Mid
plat
tier,
through.
mid tier.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
like
kinda-
for
it was kinda
plat through. diamond.
Intermediate.
And then that'll give those players, it'll first off give Novice a chance to not be dominated by Plats, but then it'll also give the Diamonds a chance to actually play. Probably low Masters will still just be stuck. There's always going to be those people, regardless of where we put the line. But they'll probably have a better chance in Advanced.
Just drop us on.
Acronator just said get fucked. Just all the low masters just get fucked. Get fucked. Unlucky,
Get
dude.
better.
Get better or get worse, dude.
Just get better.
Get better, get worse, or get out.
Drop a couple hundred or sorry in either direction. You're good. You're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
How can you drop us all in the other direction? What?
A reverse
fine.
lead,
Cut the bot,
negative.
cut the
We're no
bot,
reverse.
cut the bot.
Cut the bot, dude. I made my comment. I'm done. I'm out.
Hedwig, do you have any suggestions for staff?
Maybe just advertise more and open up the free agent pool, like, to more, because I know that you need to, like, filter through all the lists, and it's hard. Like, that list you gave us was kind of incomplete and very hard to sift through.
That wasn't meant for captains and
Yeah,
stuff.
I know, it wasn't meant for us, but we were asking for it. But it's just, because, like, looking at that list, there's a ton of just like intermediate players, as you said, and any team that is looking for other players may have a hard time finding a role they want. Like, I was looking through the old list, and even then there were kind of a limited number of most roles. Just because, so maybe a bit more advertising for next year and opening up the free agent pool more often.
We'll have to look into it. But yeah, granted, that's not going to be my issue. I work with production. One thing I will say is that next season we're probably going to have more staff with, like, specific roles to have.
Get some active ones too, that'd be nice.
Can we get, like, active staff and staff that's actually qualified, not people that are preparing? I mean...
I want you to tell me the last time you saw Shun in chat.
He talks
like
a
Shun.
lot in staff
Hey,
chat.
No,
He
dude,
does,
I'm like, when we were doing the draft, dude, or whatever, like, he was a pretty chill guy, but I haven't seen him since, dude. I don't know what he's doing.
Sean likes
hibernating.
I've seen S Victor type
I
twice.
see. So he's one on the other side.
Victor talks a lot more in staff chat.
Who is Victor, dude?
What?
I just
Yo,
realized
it's a
something.
first name basis, dude. Though they're fucking tight, dude.
I feel like,
Yo,
Sean,
fucking Victor, my man.
another thing about the mod, Sean looks like Preston Plays.
I have no idea who that is, but sure.
It's a
You know,
Minecraft
it kinda
YouTuber.
does.
How the fuck do you know that?
I used to be hard Minecraft back in the day, but anyway, just...
Yeah, Juice, do you have any
What's the
suggestions?
question? My dad was yelling at me.
No, it's
Oh
fine.
my
Do you
God.
have any, like,
How to
suggestions
improve them.
for staff for, like, next season or whenever?
Yeah, can you file a lawsuit on fucking Horizon League? Jesus.
No.
Lawsuit.
No, we don't make money off of this, so there's nothing to...
Okay.
No, but
Plus,
you
they
can make
changed.
money.
They changed the
Start making
rules. If we make money, we have to change so much of what we do. We can't.
NTP,
We can't have the games.
NTP.
Probably my suggestion would be okay, I like the rule book, but like when it comes down to it, whenever I have someone ask me what's in the rules or not, because like I don't know every rule in the book, so I just say just have common sense, and if you think it's somewhat sketchy, then just ask a mod and they'll probably answer in like the next an hour. And that's actually pretty fast. That's actually a good compliment.
He was about to say 3 days. He was about to say 3 days.
Honestly, I did have something, but I totally lost my train of thought, so I hope it comes back up.
No, yeah, I sort of get what you're saying, but I think next season, like towards the middle of the season.
I got it.
Okay.
If there's, I feel like it's about the actual. You guys, it's not really your fault. It's the prediction of how many people are actually going to come to this league.
Oh yeah.
Because if you do the math, at the time Dividing announced it, the 200. I remember this, like 200-ish K viewer or subscribers, and you guys had 12 teams over 2 divisions, which basically means from last year you only added 2 teams, and those are literally split by so and so under this and so up in this. So you guys should have done the signups, then make the teams, and go from there, because like.
Actually, that's the
I know, 'cause
exact
you
order
guys-
that we're probably gonna do next season.
Yeah, because then next year you guys can do, here comes my football stuff, then you can do divisions, you have division leaders, and you have wild cards and stuff like that. The math gets more complicated, but it gets more fun.
Yeah, that's definitely something. As for the rulebook thing you were talking about before, I think in the off season, when we set up the rules and like organize them a little bit, they're not going to change too much. But I'll probably make a bunch of YouTube videos just like explaining stuff with little graphics and be like, hey, you don't have to read 16 pages.
I mean, it's better than Plasmas. My dad's knocking on my door.
All right. Flip side, do you have any suggestions for staff?
Shit, bro. I mean, personally, you know. Ooh, sorry. As much as I love shit talking, I do think there is a line, and sometimes that line is crossed by like all of general chat. But you know, it's alright. Definitely no bias against Easy Class.
Yeah, that's actually something that the novice people brought up as well.
I mean, other than a little bit of toxicity, not much. I mean, there's only so much you can do, right? And like, especially in that category of like stuff to do, you can't really.
I feel like here's the
change
thing
much.
though, is like with other leagues and like other things, because it's so open-ended. Like there's like a blacklist. Like these are the players that broke the lure, like broke the rules, or super toxic and scrims and everything, right? They're on the blacklist. They can't show up. But with this, it's so like close-ended. You can't really have that. Because I know for like for other divisions, like when they have like a bunch of, you can sign up as a team and you can do this. And then if you don't follow the rules and you be toxic and shit like that, you get banned. Like you can't participate anymore. But for this, it's kind of not really. Like once you're locked in, you're locked in, and there's like only so much that can happen. So it's like it's kind of just like the culture that already began around it, because it's like there's not really much you can do to the team in general.
Alright. As you turn.
Yeah.
Stop playing Minecraft.
Do you have any?
Much stuff I want to say is like already been brought up. But I published like more communication with players and staff about shut the fuck.
Oh
like
my
more
god,
communication. Like more communication with like staff and players, because like with the whole Marky Candy thing being banned without like everyone being told in chads, like that was kind of a pega. And
Yeah.
I feel like clear up it as well, because like it shouldn't be up for discussion whether it's a suspension or a ban.
Acre move Genie.
Like it should be like set up.
Yeah,
Just
I
the Mark
definitely get what you mean.
Candy guy.
What?
I thought we were talking about a band. I had no if my dad was saying something.
How many misclicks can you have? Anyways,
Genie, stop being Papega. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Anyways, yeah, I definitely think that the what's his face, Marky Nut, whatever his name is.
Mark Candy.
Yeah, he that was handled relatively poorly, I think. Kind of like
Is that
I
what
said
we're
before.
talking about?
Like you want to like violated rules, but I think there should have been like so much more communication.
Yeah, I think that kind of falls back to soon enough we're
just pick up.
Hopefully gonna have.
Hey Genie, it's okay. Just pick up that.
Hopefully soon enough we're gonna have staff with like specified roles, so that like 2 or 3 people can talk about that sort of stuff.
Hedwig can be staff.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do for
If
next
you sign
season.
up.
Let's not do that. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Depends on what you sign up to do. For me, it was a little bit of everything, and I'm regretting that somewhat now. But slowly moving that more towards production, so less hectic. Anyways, I do want to thank you, Six, for coming out, despite Genie's constant disconnects recently.
Genie's bad.
I couldn't hear that at all, but sure. So,
I concur. That is a valid statement.
Very true. Very true.
I literally just made noises. I just made the noises.
Guys, I think my power went out. Guys.
What? What?
anyways, that's all we've got.
Okay.
Hope everyone
Can I give a
enjoyed.
special shout out? Can I give a special shout out?
Special shout out? Yeah, sure.
Bon, meet me at the alley on Thursday. You're looking kind of fake today, bro. I mean, fuck, wrong shout out. Thank you everyone for believing in the league. It's kind of, this sounds very corny, but like, it wouldn't be possible without all the Papegas in chat.
Yeah, thanks for actually watching
Definitely.
the streams if you're not on a
Dude,
team.
shout out Reality.
Yeah.
If they watch the video,
He's
if they watch the
probably
video,
gone.
they're gonna be in chat.
Yo, shout out Bubbles, and always remember to drink your juice.
Wait, there's a stream
I'll
going
tell
on?
you shout them out.
Dude, shout out Juice's dad.
For my boy YOLO, gotta drink that water, actually.
Hey, fuck water. Coke.
Yo, shout
To
out.
be honest, my dad needs some water right now.
Okay, I think that's all we've got for today, so until next time, peace not.